Well, so the interesting thing is that your CT actually looked better than your last CT. Yes. The abscess fluid that was there is all but gone. Just a little bit of fluid, and it's right around the drain, so it's probably just that little bit that we're irrigating. The colon looks okay. The wall area here looks fine. They looked a little inflamed, but nothing major. I thought for sure either this thing was either going to have a large undrained abscess or a second abscess. None of that. It's actually just a fraction of the size of what it was. It's just kind of right there. Which is, I was surprised because with your white count having going up and the pain still ongoing, it doesn't make much sense to me. So we looked at the thing, I asked him, I said, well, can you upsize? He said, we can. It's limiting because he said the pocket's actually so small, it's hard to get the whole drain in there. And one of the drain holes is right by the belly wall. He thinks that might be where you're having some increased tenderness when we irrigate it. But what doesn't make sense is why you can't go up, and why is your heart rate still elevated? Because it's otherwise it's the best looking CT yet.
Seriously?
Yeah. So the rest of the colon looks okay. Maybe still a little inflammation around the cecum, still some inflammation around the appendix, but so that's I was hoping that it would. I wasn't hoping that it would look worse, but I was thinking more that if it made it clear as far as the if that was clearly something that was undrained or something else. But it's now we're kind of back into a situation where we have to think about our options. And he thinks they can upsize the drain if they need to. He said, but honestly, it's right in the middle of that bit of a pocket that's still there. I just don't know whether it's good enough with the fact that your white count's still elevated. He floated the idea of maybe trying to instill some antibiotics through that drain and to irrigate that space. I did notice yesterday when I irrigated that I was getting much less out, and at first I was thinking, well, maybe this thing has shifted, but it's not. I think there's just less there. I think the irrigations in the drain have been working. So that's the challenging part right now. It's like, well, what do we do next? How do we improve over what we're already doing to try to get this better? I think things that we can think about is just changing your antibiotics up, maybe trying to reculture and see if anything's growing that wasn't before.
That's a question I was going to ask. Is the infection that is there, the pus that is there, is it newly generated or has it been there the whole time?
It was, no, it's been there since.
So I'm not my body's not building like new infection.
No, not that we can tell.
Okay.
But then I don't know why your white blood cell count is up today from 16 yesterday. Why you're still tachycardic. And you've been tachycardic all along, but that's usually a sign of ongoing infection. The challenge, and he had said on the CT, there's still a suspicion that the appendix itself, it may still be, where it ruptured, may still be communicating with this thing. And